Welcome back to Devil's Diary TV. Let the story begin. Hi, I'm Sarah. I need to let you know what I have been going through. It's been a nightmare. In the quiet solitude of my home, I stumbled upon a peculiar TikTok account named Always Watching Jason. Intriguingly, this name gripped me instantly due to its uncanny resemblance to my late husband's name. I felt an eerie connection, something beyond familiarity. I was not prepared for what I was about to witness. The unique content on this account was beyond bizarre. It was hauntingly intimate. The short clips were not just random, but direct echoes from our shared past. They were a collection of distinct memories that only Jason and I would have known. The obscure melody of our song, a song that we danced to countless times. A line from our favorite movie that we used to quote in our daily conversations. Then came the more intricate details, like the lingering scent of his distinctive cologne that instantly took me back to his warm embrace. Each snippet seemed intentional, like a piece of a puzzle that was recreating our story. Suddenly, it was as though the universe was conspiring to connect us again, weaving an elaborate cosmic joke that was both bewildering and heartbreaking. This digital medium was becoming a portal, a bridge between us and the beyond. Is it possible? Could this really be Jason sending me messages through the digital realm? In the realm of logic and reality, it seemed impossible. But there was something undeniable about what was unfolding before my eyes. It was a desperate attempt to connect, to reach out, to say something from the other side. It was as if Jason was reaching out from the beyond, his spectral hand outstretched in a desperate attempt to connect. But this account didn't merely reflect my past, it eerily portrayed my present. It shone, mirroring my every habit with a precision that was both uncanny and unsettling. From my morning rituals fueled by the sweet allure of caffeine to the details of the latest literary odyssey I was consumed by, nothing escaped its watchful eye. It noted even the smallest shifts in my lifestyle, such as the recent switch to a new brand of shampoo, a change so subtle that it had gone unnoticed by everyone else. The account seemed to have a life of its own, observing, analyzing, and dissecting my existence with a degree of awareness that was almost disturbing. It was like a digital prophet, extremely knowledgeable about the most private aspects of my life. It had an almost supernatural ability to anticipate my actions, turning them into video content that was chillingly accurate. The precision was so striking that it couldn't have been a mere coincidence. It was as though the account was living my life, capturing and mirroring my choices, my quirks, my idiosyncrasies, and presenting them in a content form that was startlingly familiar. The videos were not just replicas of my life, they were my life, crafted with an eeriness that made my skin crawl. They were alarmingly familiar. Hey, subscribe quickly. While I carry on my creepy tale, we need to stay connected. Panic gripped my heart as I ventured deeper into the intricate maze of this digital world. Every click I made, every corner I turned, revealed a chilling connection to my late husband, Jason. It felt as though his digital footsteps were imprinted in this virtual labyrinth, echoing in the hollow silence. His presence, so tangible and omnipresent, was like a constant whisper in my ear, a phantom reminder of his existence. As I delved deeper, the labyrinth seemed to tighten its grip. Each revelation, each fragment of his digital life was intertwined with mine, an intricate tapestry that was becoming more and more ensnaring. His messages, once filled with warmth and affection, now echoed with an eerie undertone. Each video, each comment, seemed to hold a deeply buried secret, a menacing riddle waiting to be deciphered. It was as though his digital persona had taken a life of its own, a ghost in the machine, twirling in the dance of the dead. His words, once a balm, were now drenched in a sinister intent that was frighteningly palpable. Immersed in this chilling digital maze, a shiver of pure terror ran down my spine, a sense of dread that seemed to seep into the very marrow of my bones. A chilling wave of terror washed over me, threatening to drown me in its icy grasp. It felt as if Jason's spirit didn't intend to comfort me, but to drag me into the darkness with him. As the unsettling reality sank in, I realized I wasn't alone. An unseen entity, persistently present and eerily observing, followed my every move. It wasn't a figment of my imagination, but a ghostly manifestation that haunted my existence. This marked the incipience of an unforeseen journey that was waiting at my threshold. A journey intertwining the realms of the living and the deceased. It was a chilling experience, like standing at the precipice of a fathomless abyss, staring into the unknown. With the unfolding of each day, the content available online began veiling itself in ever-deepening shades of obscurity. The spirit that once brought solace through the form of a widowed woman's late husband on the popular social media platform TikTok began to shift. Messages that once resonated warmth and nostalgia turned into harrowing threats, sending shivers down my spine. The videos, which earlier brought comfort and companionship, slowly transformed into an ominous shadow of their previous selves, casting an impending sense of doom. A once cordial spirit had now morphed into a sinister presence, its chilling transformation signaling the start of an eerie tale. The previously soothing spirit of her departed husband on TikTok morphed into something entirely foreboding. Haunted by the cryptic messages, I felt compelled to delve deeper, to decipher the enigma entwined with the account. The videos were hauntingly consistent, reflecting the similar timing of Jason's previous communications. Every film was shot in places marked by our shared past, reviving memories buried in the recesses of my mind. The settings were familiar, each location an echo of our life together, a symbol of our bond. The park where we'd first met, the cafe where we'd shared countless coffee dates, the library where we'd studied together in silence. Each video was a haunting reminder of our shared history. The captions in the videos seemed to bear a familiar style, the distinct curve and flair in the letters, strikingly similar to Jason's handwriting. The revelations were softly threaded, each clue guiding me nearer to a terrifying conjecture. The pieces of the puzzle began to fit together, forming a picture that was as chilling as it was intriguing. I found myself drawn into a web of subtle hints and cryptic clues, each one pushing me closer to a revelation that was as fascinating as it was eerie. There was an uncanny pattern to the timing of the videos, their release coinciding eerily with the dates and times of Jason's old calls. They seemed to be not just random videos, but carefully crafted messages meant to convey something. Each video was a piece in an intricate puzzle, each clue a breadcrumb leading me down a path of realization. The prospect was spine-chillingly captivating. Was it conceivable that these hints were alluding to an unthinkable reality? Could it possibly be that Jason was trying to reach out from beyond the grave? As I delved deeper, the truth revealed itself, more alarming than I could have ever foreseen. The always-watching Jason TikTok account was more than a mysterious entity on the web. Rather, it was an eerie remnant of my deceased husband, Jason. Jason, before his untimely demise, had unearthed a baffling digital phenomenon, an uncharted route within the cyberspace of TikTok. This advanced route provided him the unique opportunity to maintain a connection between two contrasting realms, the living and the departed. It was a virtual lifeline, a tether to the world he was forcefully bidden goodbye. This innovation in technology, a peculiar secret passage, opened a door for him to continue his existence in a different dimension. It was his line of communication, his only means to reach out to the people he loved, the world he was untimely expelled from. His digital shadow, an uncanny reflection of his physical self, was alive in the circuitry of TikTok. This digital portal enabled him to maintain a connection with the living, an e-link to the world he was forced to leave behind. Out of his deep-seated affection for me, Jason established this account as a communication bridge, keeping our bond alive from the ethereal realm. He set it up as a window into our past, a digital diary that held our memories and his hopes for my future. Even after his passing, Jason's love continued to exist in the form of these messages. He wanted me to remember our love, our shared past, but not stay stuck in it. He hoped for me to heal, find happiness, and companionship again. The account was like an oasis, a comforting virtual space, but over time the affection evolved, darkened. Our digital refuge, a place of peace, turned into a haunting specter. His messages changed, became threatening. His love, once comforting, now eerie. The account, our digital oasis, turned into a horrifying phantom that cast a dark shadow over my life. His comforting digital presence on TikTok evolved into a horrific spectral avatar, its shadow permeating my life. I was thrust into a horrific reality where the lines between the living and the dead blurred, turning my TikTok account into a sanity battleground. Suddenly, my ordinary social media presence was immersed in an uncanny blend of love, obsession, and paranormal activity. Each interaction was no longer a delightful diversion, but a terrifying ordeal, his eerie attempts to communicate from beyond the grave unsettling my equilibrium. Jason, who I once loved, was now a source of fear and dread. The comforting TikTok chime, the familiar notification sound, was no longer a pleasant call for attention, but a heart-dropping alert. Each buzz, each ping, turned my blood to ice, transforming my world into a haunting reality. My phone, once a source of entertainment, was now a harbinger of the macabre. The experience was a chilling reminder of the thin line that separates our world from the mysterious unknown. Every notification, each message, infused me with trepidation, the once familiar TikTok notification sound now echoing hauntingly in my solitary existence. In the chilling world of the paranormal, I found myself swept up in a vortex of emotions, torn between the affection for Jason and the fear of the inexplicable. I stumbled upon a bizarre TikTok account, uploaded with videos featuring my deceased husband. The footage was unsettling, and the messages, mysteriously cryptic, sending waves of terror coursing through me. This bizarre digital interaction made reality dubious, hinting at the idea of the departed communicating through the medium of technology. The experience unfolds as a tale of a progressive era paradoxically shrouded in darkness, where the line demarcating the living and the non-living is blurred and porous. It was a chilling exhibit of the technological era, where the boundary between the real and the surreal is not as distinct as we often believe. In the end, my story serves as a bone-chilling reminder of the dark side of technology, where even the dead can haunt you. In the end, I had to make a choice. I decided to confront the digital ghost that had been haunting me. With a heavy heart and trembling fingers, I typed out a message to the TikTok account. "Jason," I began, my words echoing in the eerie silence of my room. "I loved you, I will always love you, but I need to move on. I need to live." I hit send, my heart pounding against my chest. Then an unsettling quietude ensued. I waited with bated breath, every passing second stretching into an eternity. And then, just like that, the haunting ended. The account ceased its activity. The digital ghost of Jason was no more. I was left alone in the digital landscape, the eerie echoes of the past fading into the abyss of the internet. But the memory of Jason and his love will always remain. The digital paradox had trapped me in a terrifying truth, but it had also shown me a way to release. In the end, I was able to move forward, carrying the love and the terror, the reality and the surreal, the life and the death into my future. For more horror stories from the Devil's Diary TV, click here to watch more now. Like, comment, and subscribe before it's too late for you too.